A woman here who lived on Longboat, who has since passed away, we drove to the East Coast to visit my parents. They had a mutual friend. It's a 4-hour drive. She couldn't get there. She was elderly, couldn't get there. No public transportation. Hard to get to the East Coast from here, which is fine. And we drove her. And as a thank you, she sent us a donation. She made a donation to something in Sarasota that I haven't been able to find since. It was an organization that literally planted trees in downtown. And I thought, why? This is terrific. This is something clearly that she's interested in, that she thought that I might be interested in. And I have no, it doesn't matter what, it could have been $5. I don't care. It was, and everybody can do something like that. They can always, you know, you have no money, you can give $1 for something that matters to somebody else. I thought, you know, it's so silly. Why do I automatically go to what I care about? So I started looking at Gulf Coast gifts or finding things that might match with other people. There might be a tree because of us in downtown Sarasota somewhere. I love it, and I'm hoping that if we can spark someone else's imagination, and maybe they would do the similar thing.
You know, it's very easy to live out here in an isolated world and not know what's out there in the rest of the world. Not know how many homeless people there are in town sleeping behind
or complain about them instead of doing something
right
about them.
Or you know, with people with addiction problems that aren't being met at all or fed. You drive by the soup kitchens at 11 o'clock and they're already lining up for the 12 o'clock meal, and shocking to see all the little kids with their parents. Somebody needs to organize and motivate some of these people. I was talking to a guy that belongs to one of these Ivy League alumni organizations here, and I said to them, well, what do you do? Well, we have 300 members. We meet for lunch once a month. I said, we have 300 retired.
Clean up a park.
We have 300 retired, just about all men, because when they went, it was an all-male school. They have 300 retired men down here who have plenty of time on their hands. Why don't you organize them to go volunteer in the school system? Why don't they deliver Meals on Wheels? Why don't they do something besides meeting for lunch once a month? And it was on deaf ears. I was appalling. I mean, put time in and volunteer. You know, get off your butt out here and go into town and volunteer in some of these places, and put your money where your mouth is. I mean, time and money are the two things that need a lot of.